Precious Quartz Nigeria Limited furnishes your homes, hotels, offices, clubs, studios, and others. We offer exquisite Turkish and Nigeria-made interiors, as well as exterior decorations and furnishings. Precious Quartz will make living an art.
Hello Nigeria, my name is Juice. I'm here with the housemates and we are here to talk about Buy Nigeria, a campaign initiated by the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. T-Spice, what do you understand by the term Buy Nigeria?
Hey, basically I feel Buy Nigeria is an idea still yet to be put to use, advising and appealing to Nigerian people to purchase our products so we can still grow our own economy. And I hope that idea comes to use one day.
Okay, speaking of this Buy Nigeria to grow Naira, I thought that movement was started by Mr. Olusegun Awolowo.
It was also started by Senator Bukola Saraki. Several people have really tried, that's why I called it an idea, because several people are really trying to put this thing straight. It's going to take a very long time to buy Nigerian products.
Okay, Excellency, why would you campaign for the cause Buy Nigeria?
I will campaign for the cause Buy Nigeria because I'm a Nigerian entrepreneur, and if that campaign flies, a win-win for every entrepreneur. It's going to boost sales of locally made products and services, and it's going to increase our IGP as a country, and the economy too. It's going to give Naira a leverage against foreign currencies. So it's a very good campaign, and I personally will support it, and I really want it to be effective.
Okay. How do you think tribalism affects Buy Nigeria, Mr. Incredible?
Well, if I'm to say, and to be honest, I don't think tribalism affects Buy Nigeria in any way, positive or negative. I think there are other factors that we should look at, not just tribalism. And such factors is the government. The government should affect Buy Nigeria, because I don't think any movement such as Buy Nigeria would have an effect without the government standing firm on it. Let's make, for example, we have the NAFDAC, we have the Servicom. When people complain to Servicom that the service I got, I'm not satisfied with it, do Servicom actually go to the extreme to know and find out what really happened? You know, most of our agencies are not up to their game because corruption is everywhere.
It was more like a talk show where to speak on the Buy Nigeria, Grow Nigeria campaign, and it was a fun-filled one for me because there are so many things to talk about. It's a very wild topic, the advantages, the disadvantages, the hindrances, the different things. There are so many things to talk about when it comes to Buy Nigeria and Grow Nigeria. As a country, as a people, we know we are sentimental when it comes to decision making, especially the northern, southern, western, and eastern thing. It's a major problem that has kept our country where it is right now. And I think going forward, tribalism is one of the issues that really needs to be looked into. Basically, we don't use the English in the real sense when we are with other tribes. Everybody tries to communicate in a way that they feel comfortable in, and it really hinders how we do business intertribally. So a very interactive one and fun at the same time. We had to argue. Actually, I had to argue concerning tribalism, whether it was a cause or a barrier to Buy Nigeria. I feel tribalism is one of the main causes, one of the main barrier concerning to Buy Nigeria. Because when you look at the last election, there was a lot of killing, a lot of destruction everywhere, based on an Hausa man who wants his or her own representative to get into the seat in order to favor them. And Igbo man will also do the same thing, likewise the Yorubas. So when you look at the three tribes together, I don't feel and I don't think it's possible. I feel they are the main barrier of this Buy Nigeria.
Now, Hausa people have what they are good at. Yoruba people have what they are good at. Hausa people have what they are good at. We know what everybody can do. Now, we know in Hausa they are good at bringing in peppers, onions, and all of that, and other stuff. So if we know we can't go out, definitely we know a Yoruba person can't do that. We can, but at least we know what each tribe are good at. So when you know you can't go out to get it, basically you want to talk to another tribe, you want to patronize another tribe, you want to move together.
But
So I think
it
tribalism
takes a
can
very long time. Do you know that right now there are states growing this tomato, pepper, and the likes? Everything that every region in this country has made other regions step up their games. There is no state in this country that is not looking for alternative measures to grow perishable goods to sustain them if Nigeria breaks up. So when it comes to that example, I don't see it as being valid, because even in the West, we are producing pepper, tomato, and the likes. Rice is almost everywhere, whether naturally or processed, whichever way. Everybody is trying to guide their territory and saying that we need each other. Maybe for oil, but even oil is almost everywhere now. So it's just going to look more like we are importing from different regions. That's what will be the case at the end of the day.
I was able to express myself and I was able to learn from other people as well. We were talking about Buy Nigeria.
Not like we are selling Nigeria, like you trying to purchase goods that are made in Nigeria.
Like, it's actually an interesting one because I thought about it myself. Basically, I'm a makeup artist, right? So if Buy Nigeria campaign can actually work, it will help me, because I've seen a situation where I have to go and work with someone. You told me, do you have black opal? Do you have plastic? Do you have this? Do you have that? And basically, if you don't have it, it'll be hard for you to get jobs because they like it like that. They feel those products work well and it looks more well and it lasts longer. So basically, if the Buy Nigeria campaign thing can actually, it will help me as a person. It will help my business, it will help everything I do and all that.
Personally, I feel tribalism is going to be a major issue on the Buy Nigeria campaign, because me personally as a person, I won't want to go to the market and buy something from a Yoruba person when I know I can communicate properly with an Igbo person, with an Igbo seller, because I feel I would easily have issue with a Yoruba person. I communicate properly with an Igbo vendor, so I would want to buy from an Igbo customer. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
You guys are not getting the point now. Because the thing is, fine, tribalism will not aid this Buy Nigeria idea. Because even within our tribes, we don't even maintain the goods we sell. Have you seen our local rice? You can't eat rice without eating stone. So why would I want to buy that rice?
Depending on the manufacturer, depending on the company. There are companies that have over time built good reputation when it comes to locally made rice. They are well processed, taken care of, and well packaged. So it depends. Can I mention one? Yes. I know of Ofada rice. There is no particular brand to it, but I have an uncle that has a brandless Ofada rice packaged, goes for 500 naira, and it doesn't have any stone in it. There's this particular rice I bought from ShopRite in December. I can't remember the name particularly. It's in like a transparent bag. There was no stone in it at all, and it was locally made. So the point is, it depends. See, this boils down to our value system. It doesn't matter whether it's foreign or local. It doesn't matter whether you are Yoruba, Igbo, or Hausa. It is your value. It is what you see as priority. Some people just want to do business for making money. Some people want to do business because they want to have a leverage over others. They want to be known for quality. So it's a personal thing. I am pushing my brand, and I always preach 10/10, even to people that work with me, because I am trying to push a quality brand. So it's a personal thing. It doesn't have to do with, I don't think all rice have stone.
So, okay, I've heard you, but what I will still say is money is not an enemy to anybody. If I work with my next man here, I'm a Yoruba man, if I work with my Igbo man here, I will make more money. I will do it. Let's leave this sentiment.
You are not getting the point here. We've been doing business with different tribes. We are just talking about the restriction to the campaign Buy Naija, Grow Naija. What are the things that can set back that campaign? And tribalism was brought into the picture. It doesn't mean that Nigerians have not been doing businesses as a country. We have been relating very well, but deep down, Marriage made a very good example with the last election. This happens all the time. Even in Lagos State, I live in an area that we have more population of Igbo people, and I can say boldly anywhere, the crisis we had in that area was because the Yorubas felt Igbos were going to vote people that was not their own candidate.
And that was the reason why there was violence in that area. So we can't take that away. These are things we see every day. It's on social media, it's on TV, it's something we see, we talk about, we hear every day. We can't take it away. Tribalism is not like we can't get there, but where we are right now, tribalism is going to be a major hindrance to the whole Buy Naija, Grow Naija thing.
We were talking about tribalism being one of the major issues that would affect Buy Nigeria. I personally believe there are other major issues that would affect Buy Nigeria. T-Spice, what do you think would be another major issue that would affect Buy Nigeria?
Okay, one issue I can give you, but it links to other issues, is called dishonesty. Dishonesty brings greed. It brings unnecessary hike in prices of goods. I find myself, I see a shoe online, and I feel, oh, I have a cobbler that can do better with quality products. I go to my cobbler, and I find my cobbler, for the fact that he sees my appearance alone, this guy will hike the price. If this guy can make this shoe for me, maybe the shoe online is like, let's say 20k. This guy will tell me he will do this shoe for me 35, 40k. Why? Because of the way I look. That is one major problem I can tell you.
Precious Quartz Nigeria Limited furnishes your homes, hotels, offices, clubs, studios and others. We offer exquisite Turkish and Nigeria-made interiors as well as exterior decorations and furnishings. Precious Quartz will make living an art.
Alright, welcome back. We have another set of housemates and we are still discussing this Buy Nigeria campaign. Annie, what do you understand about the term Buy Nigeria?
In my own understanding, Buy Nigeria is a way of persuading people or asking people to patronize Nigeria, giving them reasons why they should patronize Nigerian-made goods than the foreign-made goods, and definitely the designers.
In addition to that, I understand that this movement has been on for quite some time, and it's about the sensitization of, we're trying to sensitize the public, the general public, I mean Nigerians, to buy more of Nigerian products than foreign imported products.
Now, why would you support the campaign Buy Nigeria?
One, why would I support the campaign Buy Nigeria? One, it will help our economy. That's one. Two, it will boost our own economy. When I mean in the sense of patronizing our own goods will help other countries patronize our own.
To be very honest, Nigeria is very resourceful. Extremely resourceful. We have what it takes. I won't sit here and say things I'm not sure of. What I'm putting on, this was made by a local designer, Ajebo. Is based in Calabar. This, and you see even the fabric is made in Nigeria. We are resourceful. We make phones in Nigeria. Even as normal exams in schools, in technology schools, we make phones. We make laptops. We have a whole lot of resources in this country. But the problem is the hypocrisy within our Nigerian politicians it's overwhelming. You see someone coming out to fight and try to sensitize the general public to buy more of Nigerian products, yet he buys from outside the country. Why are you deceiving? You're deceiving yourself.
What people were saying was actually right. When we say buy goods in Nigeria, grow Nigeria, we actually need to include the fact that we need to have some certain freelance and things to do in Nigeria, not just about products and all that. This UCH in Ibadan, when you have any of your relatives, they have land, they have space, they have materials, they have resources, they have anything you can actually find in abroad, they have it there. But when you have any of your family members, when you hear that they are taking the person to that place, just imagine that the person is dead already. And anytime they get to actually carry out a successful operation there, it will be all over because they don't do it on the norms. So when they actually carry out a successful operation, they make it look as if they did something nobody has ever done.
Do you understand? So all these kind of things, the government is even the government, even the Ibadan governor as at now would not go there to treat himself.
Alright, so this has gone beyond just buying made in Nigeria stuff. And Bibia made a point, sort of, and I think he's pointing at the government leading by example. To get government officials leading by example. I believe he was trying to say if they can make use of what we have in Nigeria, especially buying made in Nigeria stuff, clothes, and what have you. We the youth would follow suit. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, we have other issues. We have other hindrances. I believe we have other major problems that would hinder the progress of buying Nigeria campaign. So, what issue, what problem would you enumerate as one of the problems that we are facing when it comes to buying Nigeria campaign?
The major factor I know that's affecting buy made in Nigerian products here is actually quality. We Nigerians take production of services to our consumers or customers as a fundraising thing or a fundraising scheme or a fundraising business and not a service business.
We had a whole lot of controversial stories, some were contradicting and a lot were trying to support the movement. I, on the other hand, was supporting the movement because of the mission, because I know it's something that is supposed to benefit us in Nigeria a lot.
Power supply in Nigeria, that's a very big issue. So in as much as some people are learned and skilled in different areas, you can imagine you trying to make this shoe and never just take light. And you wait for hours for them to bring the light. Okay, now let's say you want to get fuel to use the generator. But most of the times these people they're like below average, trying to make ends meet. They might be average as well. So you're trying to get fuel. The taxi system is not even encouraging. You find a way to go about all this, you come back very stressed and angry, and you finally start to do this thing again. To some persons, it's going to be very discouraging at that point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
the major problem here, we all know is corruption. And that's why a lot of us Nigerians or youthful Nigerians go out of the country to work and become professionals and stay there because of this corruption.
So, but in as much as we know these basics already, corruption, government is not working, what are we actually doing for ourselves? See, I'm going to start from the scratch, yeah? We all know the government is not trying. Okay, take for instance, I want to go into cloth making back. But what's the mindset before starting this business actually? Most of us actually go into business because we want to make money. We don't need that longevity. We don't want to create a name. We do not want to create a brand at all. Okay, we're talking about Innocent, we're talking about Fraud and the rest of them. We're talking about Gucci. I'm sure Gucci or let's say Valentino, that's someone's name. Apparently, it could be. So maybe when he started or she started, people around would have been like, this is what we do. Wait till one come out of this one. But he had to keep striving. He had quality, he had price regularization and all that in it. He made sure that he was giving out the best. That's why it's still in the market today. So most of us, like the abattoirs, they don't even want to give us quality. It's crazy. They just want to make profits.
Everybody I know is a Nigerian actually wants durable products. Yeah. Nobody wants to spend his or her hard-earned money to buy a good or a product that's not going to last for at least months.
To me, I feel the number one problem here is the government. And aside from the government, what like tribalism. So first, I think excuse me. I think there should be a rigid law made by the government. Although we all know that most times the leaders do go against the law most times. But here, I feel there should be a rigid law which states that no one should get any foreign-made goods.
Alright, I'm a market woman and I've ordered things from China, from
this other part of South Africa too, and I've also been to Nigeria markets like Onitsha, Balogun, and Aba. Things I order from China, when the picture comes to me, I see this very beautiful bag, this shoe, and the shoe might be 12,000, and if I'm seeing it here in Nigeria, it will be around, like if I go to Onitsha, I would see that shoe at the range of 6,000 naira. The bag, I might get it at the cost of let me say 2,500 in China, and I'll get it 6,000 or 7,000 in Nigeria. Mind you, these bags, sometimes it takes like 2 months, 3 months before I get my goods, which is supposed to be in 14 working days. I get my goods like 3 months. And if I'm buying something from Nigeria here, I just need to wake up early, go to the market, and get my stuff that same day. And the quality, I don't like China quality or this other part of South Africa quality I get, because when I compare it, I believe Nigeria, we've upgraded. We are getting better every day. I get a China bag. I get this bag for 4,000 naira, which is way cheaper than the one sold in Nigeria here. But I can't use this bag for like 3 times, because the first day I got it, it was all beautiful. The second day, it's already bending. Like I called it a designer bag, but the bag is already, I have to start packaging the bag before I can carry it. So will you tell me now that Nigeria products are not too good? Like that China bag I bought that is already bending is far more better than Nigeria products.
Okay, I'm not saying Nigeria don't have products or their products are not good. What I said earlier on, if you listen to me carefully, I talked about warranty, okay, in the durability. Even if they are not durable, okay, they have that warranty. You could get stuff from a company, you take it home 2 days and it has an issue. You get it back to the company, trust me, they will give you a new one.
So you think
that doesn't happen here? It doesn't happen here. Listen to me. Even if it does happen here, it only happens with a little bit of or some franchise that you have here of some companies abroad.
I think I agree with you, because this actually happened to my roommate. She bought a particular shoe for someone for just 15,000 naira. It was a male shoe, you understand? So the guy just wore the shoe once to an occasion, and boom, he never come back. He's not yet back from the occasion, do you understand? The shoe started peeling off the sole. He was like, at first, are you sure I didn't miss this shoe with someone else's shoe? So he had to call my roommate. It was not funny. He was like, how can you give me this kind of shoe for just for 15,000 naira? It doesn't make sense. She went back to complain this issue to the person that sold the shoe to her.
Was it Nigeria? Was it Nigeria seller? Or the shoe was made?
Wait, the only thing she could say was, it's not my fault, and we can't refund your money.
Precious Quartz Nigeria Limited furnishes your homes, hotels, offices, clubs, studios, and others. We offer exquisite Turkish and Nigeria-made interiors, as well as exterior decorations and furnishings. Precious Quartz will make living an art.
Apparently this is the first time I'm hearing this topic here. I haven't heard it before, and it went so well. It was really nice. Yeah, I got to learn a whole lot of things. And I would just implore everyone out there, every entrepreneur, you guys should believe in yourself, believe in what you stand for, And trust me, it will go on well because Rome wasn't built in a day. So if we can start small and grow big, that would be very nice. So we should try and trust the process.
We need to be able to develop our economy ourselves. Let's become independent. Let's not depend on these foreign countries. They use us catch too many crews and it won't make sense. We have all what we need in this country. Let's stick as one. Today we had a talk on the movement by Nigeria. Okay, trying to see how lucrative it will be if it really works, if it's really active in the country. Like, we don't have to do importations. We produce goods and consume by ourselves. And I really learned a lot.
Everyone spoke. Marish, Adeshewa, Andre, we were at some point reasoning together. At some point we argued. At some point everybody wanted to make their points known. But at the end of the day, we were able to make a lot of sense. We saw meanings to everyone's views, and at the end of the day, it was a very great show.
Everyone has said their minds, they've given their own opinion. And let me add to Sue. Sue, you were talking about quality. We have, I believe I've come across a platform online, I think Bella Africana or something like that, where you can get quality Nigerian made stuff. You get. So I believe if our Nigerian manufacturers go through this platform, we can go there and get good quality Nigerian made stuff. And those ones that are making the low quality, the bad stuff that we can't do with, they'll be forced to step up.
It was educative, it was interactive. At least we all learned one or two things. And I would like to urge us Nigerians to at least try and patronize goods that are made here in Nigeria in order for us to develop our own country.
Well, I really learned a lot about Buy Nigeria. It's something that every Nigerian should at least support. Not even at least, we should support, because when we buy Nigeria, our economy boosts, employment increases, and things begin to happen in a very, very positive way. So I think I really learned a lot today, and it's a nice one. Thank you, One House.